Goat mouth work again.
Yes, yes. At least I am consistent. I'm consistently bad at predicting or picking teams. But the people have the video available to know that both you and I picked PSG to overcome Dortmund.
Yeah,
So which one
yeah.
are we a goat mouth?
No, you're the ultimate goat mouth. You're the goat kid.
All right, that aside, but congrats to Wembley bound black and yellow 2-0 on aggregate. Junior, what a performance. Your thoughts, big takeaway, high level, this team. Your thoughts on the accomplishment in Paris.
I the thing I love the most about the game is, how sometimes some people, pundits out there, they complain about Mourinho tactics of football, right? We are even Cholo, even Atletico Madrid, when they are playing and they play defensive and the game gets boring. We hear Klopp and Pep complain about teams that play with two back fours and yada 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 yada. Dortmund came out and it was obvious that they wanted to protect the lead, but they did not play as such. It's one of those, for the purists, for football purists, I think that that was one of the best football game team performances that person probably have seen in a while. I personally feel that way. PSG is unlucky. We'll soon talk about them. They're poor luck. But Dortmund execution of the game plan was, to me, was masterclass.
Yeah, big up to Matt Hummels, 35 years old, goal scorer, but more importantly, defensive masterclass at the back. He now returns to Wembley. He was part of the Jurgen Klopp team that went to Wembley in 2013. 11 years ago, Dortmund is going back, Junior, of course, with a different manager, Terschke, of leading the troops right now. But Matt Hummels, man of the match, he tweeted something a few weeks ago after they made it to the semifinals, and he said this is not bad for farmers. So the centre back pairing of Hummels and Schallenberg were outstanding, I believe, for Dortmund.
Definitely. It's one of those games though where, because PSG came in odds-on favorite, even the time before, Atletico Madrid were odds-on favorite, and Dortmund just find a way. And when you look at the first goal, and how the first goal came after a corner kick, and what happened 2 minutes before that first goal, you have Emery. That's in Emery missing a wide open goal. I hit the cross. I hit the upright for the first of 4 times that PSG going to hit the upright. So it is one of those things where you score, you take care of your chances, and you can move on. It's that simple.
Yeah, I mean, PSG manager Luis Enrique said at the conclusion of the game, said basically, quote, we hit the post 6 times over the 2 legs. He's talking. We had 31 shots on goal, but we didn't score. It feels impossible to believe this. Our XG tonight has been 3. Borussia Dortmund XG was around 0.7. They scored, we didn't. This is football. We accept the verdict. Congrats to Borussia Dortmund. The man come. He showed up at the post-match presser filled with stats.
Yeah, and he can't. I mean, it's one of those things where if somebody complain to him, he'll say, "Yo, I can't do anything else. What more can I do other than kick the ball in the goal myself?"
Yeah, I mean,
right?
I feel that you should take off Ousmane Dembele a long time. That's just me, because his play was too inconsistent on that right wing. Ultimately, Kylian Mbappe, I basically thought that Vitinha was outstanding in midfield for PSG. Kylian Mbappe is Kylian Mbappe, a class in an hourglass, as Ray Hudson would say. But what Terzic and Dortmund set out most importantly was to say Kylian Mbappe will not beat us tonight. When Kylian Mbappe has the ball, let's make sure that there is quick defensive pressure to force him to release the ball. And so that means that a lot of the ball ended up at Ousmane Dembele's lap. And Ousmane Dembele was piss poor in the first half. He had a moment where, he should have probably, some people said should have been a penalty, but it was outside the box, where he showed a little bit of glimpse of what he is. But he's just too inconsistent a player for this high level and the stage he is in his career. So I think that Luis Enrique should have taken off Ousmane Dembele a long time in this football game.
But then you see that is revisionist history, because if he had made that decision and take him off, then we will be sitting here saying maybe if you had Ousmane Dembele on the field to balance Mbappe, and assuming the score line stayed the same, we could argue that if you missed the opportunity to balance the field and blah blah blah. I mean, you're right. Looking at it and looking at his performance in the first half, you should have looked at him and say, "Yo, I'm giving it 10 minutes in the second half." But I think the approach that PSG took was, we know we are going to score, right? It's only a 1-0 game. We know we are going to score. The problem is when they gave up that first goal. That's where the problem is. That when they gave up that goal, that's where it all fell to pieces for them. Because now they started to chase the game, and now that makes the speed of Dortmund look even more poisonous going forward. So,
Dortmund's manager Edin Terzic in the stands as Dortmund fan in 2012, where that's when Dortmund won the Bundesliga with Jurgen Klopp at the helm, and it's a dream basically for him, because now he's taking this team to the Champions League final. And remember the images last year where Dortmund they lost the Bundesliga at the end. There was this really emotional moment when he was crying on the field. The players went over to the yellow wall, as so-called fans are called, and started just applauding. So from those lows to this high for this team, it's really impressive to see the comeback,
It's a beauty of sports.
Yeah.
That's why we play sports. That's the beauty of sports.
But all in all, PSG, Dortmund Twitter account have to big them up, Junior. They tweeted this message to PSG. Quote, tastes like fine wine, with an image of a tweet from 2020 posted by PSG's admin. PSG in 2020 defeated Dortmund, eliminated them from the Champions League, and they subsequently did the Haaland celebration, and they captured that with Breathe. And PSG, Dortmund now getting back at them. Big moment for this football club.
Yeah, but is the job done?
Yeah,
I remember Kobe Bryant famously, when I think they were up 2-0 versus Boston, or 3-1 or something like that, and Kobe famously sat there at the press conference when they asked him about you're now up 2-0. Boston was supposed to be great. Boston was supposed to be the big juggernaut. How do you feel now? Kobe said, how do I feel? Job ain't done. Job's not done. You think the job is done? We still have more games to play. And that's what I would tell the Dortmund admin. At least wait until you lift the trophy, and then you go back and post these things. Because right now, if you lose the first Saturday in June in the final, then of course PSG is going to say, "No, you breathe again."
Yeah, but
Are
that man is
yeah,
playing with the house money right now. They're playing with house money because no
but
one
that's
by and large the bookmakers are no real followers of, well, not real followers. A lot of followers of football didn't have Dortmund anywhere near Champions League final. This is a team that is fifth in the Bundesliga this
true.
year. In fact, they probably wouldn't even qualify for Champions League if it wasn't for this run so deep in the tournament and the new format change, right? Under the
Right.
old format, their standing and their position in the Bundesliga would not get them in through the door. So,
Assuming they don't win.
assuming they don't win. Assuming they don't win. Journalists always have to throw the ball. This is a video of Kylian Mbappe at the post-match presser. He was asked, who is he supporting tomorrow? Is he supporting Real Madrid or Bayern Munich? Kylian Mbappe turned and just cut him eye and walk away. Junior, why are journalists bothering the baller, brother?
That shows the evolution in football as a commodity, though. You know that, right? Because 20 years ago, Mbappe was said Real Madrid, of course. And they're like, oh crap. Maybe I should have never said. I look around like I should have never said that. Right? But credit Mbappe for that tipping his hand.
Football, this video is from Football and Movie Star Plus. Thierry Henry on CBS Sports says that Kylian Mbappe is his best, greatest PSG player. How say you? This is a club that has seen George Weah and the likes. The 1995
George Weah?
PSG team won a UEFA Super Cup or UEFA Winners' Cup, Winners' Cup, the old version of one of these little European trophies, I think second tier. How would you rank him as if this is the end? Because many of us think this is the end for him at PSG on the Champions League stage.
Remember, Ronaldinho came through PSG. Ronaldinho played at PSG. Big up BM. BM said ball chat, no notification. Jano. We even know if it's a notification in the following. I told you guys on Sunday I predict a twister. All German final with the Dortmund winning. Alright. We'll see. Where does Mbappe
No, but
Ronaldinho never become Ronaldinho till after he left PSG.
Yeah, because the Ronaldinho that was at PSG was a very indisciplined Ronaldinho. Not to say that the Barcelona Ronaldinho was less indisciplined, but the PSG Ronaldinho was just an extra party animal. But
in modern history, yes. In modern history, Mbappe is the best PSG player, the best playing footballer in a PSG jersey. Don't put it that way, because at the end of his career, some might not think he's better than Ronaldinho, right? But while I know what, Messi, who is some people's goats, played at PSG. So I'm going to say it this way. While wearing a PSG jersey, Kylian Mbappe is the best player in recent history from PSG.
And some of the arguments that Thierry mentioned was the simple fact that this player has really kind of taken PSG to somewhat of another level, is in the sense of the anticipation, the fans. He equated. There was a time when there wasn't a lot of fanfare to go watch PSG, and he was one of the major attraction coming from Paris, and the things winning the World Cup, the things that he brings to a team in terms of fan draw. I mean, Neymar, yes, does draw back of fans, but PSG fans have also run him out of town, right? And Messi did not do anything in a PSG shirt.
Yeah, PSG jersey, yeah.
Yeah, so
I agree.
I mean, maybe it's too early to really kind of make those assessments, we can go back and look at his.
You have Djorkaeff. You have Djorkaeff. You have Zlatan. Zlatan in a PSG jersey was poisonous still.
Yeah, it seems like you're searching for options to elevate. No, I mean, Thierry did. I mean, and of course, man, Kylian Mbappe, they're friends, and I mean, he thinks very highly of him. But Kylian Mbappe, definitely, if this is it for him, sour tears, sad way to go out. But the night belongs to Borussia Dortmund. Excellent display, family. Shuttlebach, Emre Can, and Marcel Sabitzer Jr. And Jadon Sancho now in the Champions League final. Ian Maatsen on loan from Chelsea. So it's kind of surreal, so to speak, because I think if you rewind the clock, 8 months ago or maybe, what we in now? We in May? So 10 months ago, Dortmund wouldn't have some of these players on loan, right?
Right.
And so these players have been instrumental to them making the Champions League. And of course, we have to salute the legend himself, Marco Reus, as he...
Legend.
He's a Dortmund legend. Okay. Absolute Dortmund legend. Okay. Absolute Dortmund legend.
Speaking of legends, BM says, I'm surprised Ronaldinho didn't end his career at MLS. He also said Messi won 2 League One titles. How can you say he didn't do anything? Well, if Messi was there, yes or no? Well, but if Messi was there, yes or no, PSG would still have won the 2 titles. So, whatever.
I think it's all relative to Kylian Mbappe, and the argument that's been made is that by Thierry Henry is that Kylian Mbappe is the best PSG player in his opinion that has worn the shirt. There's a lot of
I share that opinion.
A lot of great players. A quick video, family. We're going to do this again tomorrow night. We're doing a quick video at the conclusion to wrap up the day that was in Champions League football. Junior, final thoughts as we exit today's wrap up. But overall, my perspective is just PSG is still PSG. PSG is still a team that think that they can win the Champions League by not doing the dirty things right exactly as needed. What we saw was a Dortmund team who will not lose. What we saw was a Dortmund team who was going to suffer and die on that field tonight. And they laid it all on the line. Whereas PSG, players and personnels, you have players on that team who are not willing to lay themselves on the line to achieve this objective. So PSG is still PSG, and Dortmund went out and won it. If you look at the goals that PSG scored tonight, it's a similar goal that Dortmund scored tonight is a similar goal that Dortmund scored against Barcelona. Same goal they scored against Barcelona. The 2 centre-backs, Shuttlebach and Matt Hummels, they crashed the back post on a corner kick. They overrun the one player mark in that area. Same thing. So clearly, Edin Terzic and their coaching staff did prepare to attack the back post that way against utilize Matt Hummels and company.
Yeah.
So, final thoughts from you, Junior, as we wrap this up.
I think it was a great game. I really like the X's and O's of that game. If you really are a fan of football, and if you like to see the strategy of football, watch that game again. PSG were doing some subtle things in the way they tried to break down the Dortmund defense. They checked all the boxes. They moved the ball from side to side quickly. They had the channels that they picked that they wanted to attack. But also look at how Dortmund defended stoutly. and also when they chose to press. They had a trigger when the whole team pressed, and they all pressed in unison. So, as for me, not having a dog in the fight, I really enjoyed the game, and I think it's a good warm up for tomorrow, because I think tomorrow game is going to have fireworks. I watch tomorrow be a dud.
Yeah, I mean, this is the early one, as they said, opening act before the main event. The Bayern
Right.
Munich Real Madrid game is the main event in this round. So, right? So, in this round. So, this is the opening act. Eddie Yami, the Fufu man himself, big up that you, Junior. He is a workaholic. The ability to really kind of defend so deep and then quickly burst out on a counter. It's impressive, man. Impressive.
Yeah.
Impressive.
And to go to your point, Hakimi was a threat.
Yes.
You see, I think Mbappe is not versatile enough, and that might be blasphemous for me to say, because somebody said, "What more do you want Mbappe to do?" But I would have liked to see Hakimi and Mbappe play down that right wing and just keep it lopsided.
Yeah, move Mbappe around a little bit more.
Yeah.
Late in the game, he did put him down the middle. They did try him down the middle in I think a previous game. I mean, maybe these are early signs of things to come for Kylian Mbappe if he does move to Real Madrid. This going down the middle seems to be somewhat of a concern, because he's going into a space where it's very crowded. But at Real Madrid, if he does go there, as we all expect him to, you're going to have ballers on the wing who should be able to pull some of those center backs out of position. I think at PSG, you have none. Ousmane Dembele on one wing, who's inconsistent at best, and so, you know, a team that's defending against PSG will say, look, Shuttleback, Matt Hummels, you do not bite on anything that Dembele does. You do not leave Mbappe and go. If Dembele is able to get past the right back or Madsen, or the left back Madsen, you stay home and force Dembele to make a cross. And what you do, you cut it out, because he's not going to be able to pick out that perfect pass if he does get by. Whereas I think at Real Madrid, you have a different level of ballers who will be able to do that and do that effectively.
Well, I'm going to give you a thing that won't surprise me. Don't be surprised if Real Madrid cash in on Vinicius Jr.
Oh, no.
Freeze up that left wing. Freeze up that left wing. Well, it's possible. Freeze up that left wing for Mbappe. And they actively pursue Haaland. Don't be surprised. Don't be surprised if Vinicius Jr. ends up in Italy.
No.
All right.
The only way I see, and you said don't be surprised, anything is possible in life. The only way I see Vinicius Jr. end up anywhere else is unless, at his current level, is unless he wants to go. Because
I can't see them forcing him out.
Unless he wants to go. Because I think you have the perfect recipe now with a Kylian Mbappe and an Mbappe and a Vinicius Jr. Because Vinicius stays on the left. The ability to pull defenders out of position. Then Kylian Mbappe, who has been on record, said, look, I don't have any problem going down the middle. That means that Kylian Mbappe should be able to get space for Diaz for feed down the middle.
Possible, but we'll see. BM says, fun fact, the last time Dortmund won both UCLA semifinal games 1-0, they won the final. That's when they beat Man U 1-0 in both legs in 1997, and then shocked Juventus in the final 3-1.
Yeah, that was a goal when Peter Schmeichel was in goal for Manchester United. Manchester United thought they were going to turn it around in the second leg, and Dortmund made sure that didn't happen. So
I think that was the game. The first leg was the game when Roy Keane played with a torn hamstring. I think he tore his hamstring early in the first half and played. I
Did we
think
find that out after the game or during the game?
he was hurt during the game, but he after the game, I'm pretty sure it was that one, and I think that's when the goal was scored. I'm pretty sure. I could be. I'll have to double check. Or was that Gary Neville giving up the goal? One of them gave up the goal, but I'm pretty sure that was the one where Roy Keane had a torn hamstring, and apparently the hamstring was torn off the bone or some crap like that. One of them legendary stories.
And how is it the first time we hear about these legendary stories of
You're not
hamstring tearing off the bone?
You're not a Manchester United fan.
Nah, man. I mean, this is the first time because, well, you know what?
Let me find it.
We will find this. Verify this tearing off the bone story because Manchester United fans are bringing up stories now about, you know, tearing off the bone. But yes, the last time they were able to do that, but they're not playing Juventus in the final this time. So, they're not playing Juventus. As I said, this game is the opening act for the big concert. The stage is really those big teams tomorrow.
Right.
And again, a massive achievement by the 5th place Bundesliga team. So this is also a celebration of Bundesliga football, Junior, because not only are Bundesliga teams deep in the Champions League, Bundesliga team is also deep in the Europa League, and you know, so it's really an impressive outing by the Bundesliga and German football teams in general across European football.
Yeah, I get ready for the argument that Germany has the best football league in the world right now.
Yeah, I mean, if they're able to go for it and win this tournament, then I mean, ultimately, you know, but yeah, impressive. Big up Matt Hummels, 35 years old. It's not very often in life that you get a chance, a second bite at the apple, so to speak. Can he right the wrongs? Of course, in the 2013 final, I think it was Ian Robin and I can't remember the other goal scorer. I think they lose that game 2-1, right? If I'm not mistaken. Yeah. And of course, that was a special Dortmund team, heavy metal football, with the one Jurgen Klopp, and of course that excellent Bayern Munich team with Joseph Heinz as the coach. Were you able to verify that Roy Keane tear off the bone hamstring story?
I'm sorry, I was wrong. It wasn't a torn hamstring.
Okay. But he was injured?
He tore his ACL that year and attempted to play through it. And that was the torn ACL that Haaland Daddy did to him.
Oh, so
that was 1997.
Some of this is long running vibes that's going on.
I remember what he did the rest of the next year.
Yeah. This is running, of course. But congrats to Dortmund, black and yellow fans, a massive achievement. Edwin Tershik, big up yourself. He says, quote, the supporters have given us so much love and we try to give something back. I think today we gave them back the belief and a bit to dream. This is a man who many wonder, was he the right man for the job? He's been a fan of this club, grew up with this club, and now to take this club to the Champions League final. Massive storylines, and congrats to Edin Jersik and the entire Dortmund crew.
So so we'll see who they play tomorrow, and let's see.
Yep. So tomorrow, are we sticking with our predictions before we step away for tomorrow's game?
I know
you had Bayern Munich, right? And
I did I? No. Did. Yeah, I did. Damn.
Because you had Bayern Munich, PSG in the final. I have PSG, Real Madrid final. Um, I'm always until a team proves me wrong that they can beat Real Madrid in the semifinals of the Champions League. I am not picking against Real Madrid. Real Madrid, 14 Champions League titles. They were defeated last year by Man City. So I suspect Real Madrid should have an extra level of go get this thing back, because they do believe that trophy belongs to them, and the fact that they've won it 14 times, they're not wrong.
So people bet your house on Bayern Munich. Bayern Munich with it tomorrow, probably 3-1. All right.
Yeah, I've been right of late on some calls I do get wrong.
Not the football scores.
I did call it clearly that Spurs were going to get fixed up by Liverpool, and that did happen. But I guess even the blind could call that one still.
But guess what, though?
Yeah.
So Jude Bellingham has never defeated Bayern Munich in his career.
We're looking for these storylines. It's not Jude Bellingham alone is playing football.
Well, if for Real Madrid to make it to the final, to play against Jude Bellingham's old team, he will have to do something that he couldn't do when he was playing on said old team.
But how often has Jude Bellingham really played Bayern Munich?
Twice a year.
Jude Bellingham played Bayern Munich. Well, all right. The question should be, how often has really Jude Bellingham played Bayern Munich as a Real Madrid player? As a Dortmund player, you're going to get butter bruised, because Dortmund don't beat Bayern Munich.
All right. We will remember that for... Let me just cut out that piece too, and fast forward 2 weeks from now, we'll do the watch along for the Champions League final. We will see. BM says 1997 was also the sad retirement of the legendary Eric Cantona. You call it retirement, and the man will kick off people's face.
We don't want to really turn this into Manchester United, though. Second leg tomorrow, Bayern Munich versus Real Madrid. Game is tied 2-2. Big game, big players, big hour, big coach. Also,
Harry Kane. Remember I said it. Harry Kane. King Kane.
Bookmakers have Real Madrid as a slight favorite. I expect Real Madrid to win this thing. Real Madrid can win in different ways, this team. All right, final thoughts before we let go. Big up BM. We're just doing a quick video to recap the day that was in Champions League. Big up to our listeners joining us. We're going to chop this video up and we're going to drop it back and just, supplying the listeners more content on the day that was in Champions League, and more videos, more short videos like this are coming down the line. Junior, final. Yeah.
And not to divert from the show, but though I don't know if you want the information out there, I won't put the information out there, but
wait, you're not sure if I want the information, you deciding to put it out there?
Yeah, because as a show, we are family, and it's more than football, and sometimes in times of need or times of sorrow or times of downtime, when a family member is going through something, we have to just shout out our support for that person, right?
Yes.
So big up Kofi Powell, going through something right now. Ball chat, hearts and prayers and everything is along with me. I never tell Benton, I tell him off air, but salute Kofi Powell. Thoughts and prayers going through this time, brother. I don't know. We're dead for you.
Yeah, man. Bless up, family. Chat on. Art and love, as Junior said. Final prediction for this one for you. I won't predict, just not to goat mouth any team, Junior.
No, you already said Real Madrid going to play PSG in the Champions League final. So Bayern Munich.
I've rescinded my predictions.
Too late. The goat mouth is already out there. BM said Kane gone to Germany, go salt out the man them side. We will see.
All right,
At
is it
some
my
point,
goat mouth or Carricky Salt? Which one?
which one over? Goat mouth or salt?
All right, let's see.
Either way, a big English baller will be playing at Wembley for the Big Ears Trophy against a hated German team. Yo, football have a dice, either way. But I think Bayern Munich will pull it out. And they won't need overtime.
Yeah, Dortmund, I mean, maybe last game tomorrow for Thomas Muller too, right?
Definitely. Bayern Munich winning because Müller realized he can get the Big Ears Trophy because for Müller, Dortmund are idiot side. So Bayern Munich winning tomorrow. But yes, it could be Müller's last game.
All right, watch out for Real Madrid. All right, big up listeners. Big up to Kofi. Stay strong, family. We don't know each other with you. Love and support. Big up to all the Ball Chat family. Big up. 100% love and support to the family. Don't know, we always send good vibes to the family no matter when we're in our world. Connect with us on Instagram at Ball Chat Podcast. We're on Twitter, or what is it called? X at Ball Chat 1. We're on Facebook at Ball Chat. TikTok, we're ballchat_podcast. Email us at ballchatpodcast@gmail.com. Real Madrid versus Bayern Munich tomorrow. We're going to do a wrap-up video of the day that was in Champions League. Congrats to the black and yellow. Big up to the man himself. Sebastian Hilaire. Big up yourself. All black and yellow fans across the world. Big up. Later.